pause and I'm all right. Let's do start with our feet here. And so I'm gonna take the tiger tail stick, and I'm also gonna take one of the balls in the bag and put that to the side there. And let's just do what we normally do. We just roll out our entire foot. And so I put the arch across, and I'm just going to put some weight on it. Inhale for 4, exhale to 4, and release. I like to find another spot, but it's okay. You can go into the same spot again. Inhale for 4, and exhale for 4. And one more time. And release. And then just let's roll our foot, that arch over this stick, left and right. And I go up and down that arch. But do what's good for you. And then let's roll from the arch to the heel. And like I said before, if there's a spot on your heel that needs some attention, again, just lean into it. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Hi, Susan. We're just starting with our left foot here, and we're rolling from the arch to the heel with our tiger tail stick. Now we're going to roll from the arch to the ball of the foot. And now let's do the entire foot. And I do roll my foot to the outside and the inside of my foot. Okay, now let's do the other foot. So now I have my right foot across the tiger tail stick, and just again, lean in, put some weight on it. Inhale to 4, exhale to 4, release. Find another spot in that arch. Some pressure. Inhale and exhale. And release, and one more time. And then let's roll our foot right and left, left and right over that area. And we're going to roll from our arch to our heel. Again, like in the other one, if there's any spots that need some attention, you can just hold it, put some pressure, inhale to 4, exhale to 4. And let's do from the arch to the ball of the foot. And let's do the entire foot. Okay, let's take the stick vertically on the mat. And I'm going to put my entire left foot on it. Try to put most of my weight on that foot too. See what you can try to see what your balance is today. You can just, and then let's just roll our foot. It's a little tricky because you don't have a lot of spot to roll, but roll side to side. All right, now let's do the other side, same thing. Let's just put some pressure. I have most of my weight on that foot, such that I can lift up this other foot if I want to. Let's see here. Ooh, okay, I'm not that balanced on that side. And then let's roll right to left, left to right. Okay, let's put the stick over to the side here. My feet are about hip distance apart, and I'm going to lift my toes and try to spread them. Kind of get my fingers involved here too. Lift and spread and release. Let's do that again. Lift them and release. And one more time. And release. Let's take the ball And put the ball of our foot on it and just squeeze our toes around it and release and squeeze, release, and one more time. And then let's do the other foot, same thing. And one more time. Then when you release, try to spread them out. And then put the ball to the side. And then we're just gonna do some heel raises. Stretch out our toes. You might hear some cracking and popping. All right. Now we're going to turn our foot under and try to keep it from going out. Try to make it go straight. And we're going to put some weight on it. Should feel a stretch up the front of your foot into your shin a little bit. So just lean into it a little bit. And inhale and exhale. And then we are going to just rock the heel right and left. Okay, let's do the other one. Same thing. Turn it under. Have it going straight. Again, you might hear some cracking of your toes. And lean into it. Inhale. And exhale. And then let's rock the heel right and left. Okay, now we're gonna, again, our feet are a little bit wider than hip distance. We're gonna come up on the toe and we're gonna rotate and mobilize the ankle, the knee, and the hip. We're gonna go around in a circle in one direction 5 times. And we're gonna go in the other direction. Okay, and then come up on the toe of the other foot, the right foot, and do the same thing. And let's go the other way. Okay. Let's take our feet again are just hip distance apart, and we're gonna bend and straighten our knees. You don't have to lock them, just bend and straighten. And then let's roll our knees 3 times in one direction. And let's roll them in the opposite direction. Okay, let's just do a little bit for our hip here while we're standing. And we're just gonna roll out and just mobilize our hip here again. And go 3 times in and out. And let's do the other leg. And one more time. Okay. And then let's just rotate our hips in a circle in one direction. Let's go the other way. All right. Let's grab our broomstick. Let's have it in front of us here. And we're going to go over to the right side with it. So I have my palms are down, grabbing it. Go to the right side. We're just going to rock up and down. And you can increase the movement if it feels good for you today. And then let's go to the other side, same thing. Now we're gonna alternate sides, so it goes, it's like we're rowing almost. And one more time each side. Okay, bring the stick in front of you. We're gonna shoot it over to the right and look at it, and then shoot to the left. To the right, to the left, and one more time. And now this time, shoot it over to the right. But then we're going to go overhead to the left, to the right, to the left, And right, and one more time. Okay, and then just drop it down. Just put the stick on our shoulders here. And we're going to start by just leaning. And our hip does go out, so we're going to lean to the left and up and again. 2 more times. And let's lean to the right. And again, your hip does go out. And now we're going to twist. So it's just our upper body and our head. Go to the left, center, and right. And don't forget to breathe. Inhale, center, exhale, left and right. And let's do 2 more times each side. And now this time we're going to do the same thing, a twist, but this time we are going to take our hip with us. So I'm going to come up on my right toe as I twist over to the left. Come up on my left toe as I twist to the right. And one more time each side. Okay. We have our arms here. Let's just do a couple of presses. And then let's lower the pull into our elbows. And we're going to do the twist again. I like to put my hands on my pelvis here. Try to remember to keep it straight. So we're going to twist right and left. Inhale, center, exhale, right and left. And one more time each side. And now we're going to roll our shoulders forward. And let's roll them back. Let's drop the pull into your hands, palms are facing forward. And we're going to lift. And when we lift, pull your shoulder blades together. Then I'm going to bring my hands in a little bit. My elbows, you can see, are bent. I'm going to put the stick right below my waist there a little bit. And we're going to work our triceps. Let's bring the pull in front. I'm going to have an L shape right angle in my arms. And I'm just going to lift my wrist up and down. And then I'm going to come down to my shoulders and up overhead. And last time there. Then again, let's bend our arms in L, right angle. And this time my palms are going to be up. I'm going to grab it. And again, with the wrist up and down. And this time we're going to do some just curls. Okay, now we're going to take our hands, again, palms are grabbing the pull, and we're just going to go overhead. Okay, and now I'm going to bring my hands out a little bit because I'm going to go overhead and behind me. So do what you can. If you can't go behind you, that's perfectly fine. Just go overhead. 2 more times. And then 1 more time. Now, if you can, I still have a wide stance on the stick, and I'm just gonna roll it around me 3 times in one direction. And then let's go 3 times in the other direction. Okay, let's take the stick here. I have my feet hip distance apart. Let's just do a forward fold. We're gonna roll down, going flat back as much as I can, and then I'm just gonna roll. You can bend your knees a little bit, stretching your hamstring and your lower back. Let your head hang. Shake your head, yes, and shake it, no. And then bend your knees and roll the stick back up. Take a stick and grab it with your right hand, put the left hand right along it. We're just going to twist out here. And let's do the other side, same thing. Let's put the stick over to the side here. Just do 2 more stretches here. So I have the backs of my hands facing the screen, a little bit like 45-degree angle from my hips. And I'm going to lift my left hand. And when I lift, I'm going to press both of them back. And when I'm pressing back, try to bring your shoulder blades together. And the other one. And let's do 2 more. Each side. Last one. Okay. Now I'm going to have my hands kind of flexed here. And we're going to push up with one hand and push down with the other. So same thing, and you can look up as you do. Up and down, and then the other hand, the right hand goes. And again, up and down, and then pushing up and down. Down. And let's do 2 more times. Up, push up and down, and 1 more time. Take a half of a goalpost here, or half of a cactus, and just rock it behind your head. And the other one. Take your hands behind us, and we're going to intertwine them and stretch out. And then we're going to roll forward, actually doing a forward fold. And see if you can lift your hands up above you. Let your head be heavy. And come back up. Take your hands in front of you. Again, intertwine and push out. And then bring them overhead and push up. And this time you lean to the left. Your hip stays straight. Don't push your hip out. A little stretch in the side body. 2 more times each side. And let's try it again. So you're pressing up, leaning left, and leaning right. And drop your arms. Swirl our arms. We'll rotate our shoulders back. And let's rotate them forward. Okay. Let's come down on the mat, and we're going to mobilize your spine and work out everything else. I like to come on a blanket just to protect my knees. I'm double matted up, but I'm not surface. So you guys know the correct alignment. Spread your fingers. Most of the weight goes on the pad of your hands. Elbow creases go forward. My shoulders are over my wrists. My hips are over my knees. My feet are flat. And I'm pulling up my core. Engage your core. So You're pulling it into your navel, into your spine. The rest of my body is in alignment. It's just straight. And we're gonna look up and inhale and down and exhale. Inhale, just go with your breath. We're gonna do this about 5 times. Just mobilizing. One more time. Okay, now we're gonna reach out with our right foot to my toe, and I'm just gonna pulse and try to stretch out that calf. 5 times. Pick it up, cross it over, take a look at it, just do a little twist here. Breathe. Come back. I'm gonna take the left leg, stretch it out, and again, we're gonna pulse, stretching out your calf. Pick it up and over, and take a look at it. Come back to center. And then let's just rotate our wrists and our hands, fingers go to the side. Just rock. Make your fingers point towards your body, and again, rock. Let's bring your knees to the edge of the mat, toes together. Come down and come on your elbows and just rotate your wrists in one direction and the other. And then let's walk our hands out. Keep your glutes on your heels. See if you can get your forehead to the mat or in your fists. And then let's just take a couple breaths here, like about 3 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. And as you exhale, see if you can lower your glutes into your heels. And let's walk up. Let's go. Just twist our body over to the right. And we're going to go over our right thigh. Your left glute can come off your heel a little bit. Gives us a little bit more of a stretch in our side body. And you can twist a little bit more. And see if you can bring your forehead or your nose to your right knee. And let's take a couple breaths here. Come up. And let's go over to the left side. Again, your glute can come, right glute can come off your heel, so you can get a little bit of a side body stretch. And breathe. And let's just take one more stretch forward. You feel stretch in your inner thighs a little bit, as well as your lower back. And your hips. And let's walk up. Come to grab your roller. And let's roll out our shins actually. So I have the roller below my kneecap. You don't want to roll your kneecap, and I'm going to walk out. And it's kind of like we're doing a lunge almost, forward and back. Okay, and let's do the other one. If this is hard to do the entire shin, you can break it into 2. The top half and the bottom. Okay, come back. Have the roller be by your knees. And we're going to roll out our quads. So we're going to walk over with your hands out, and then just drop down on your quads. I have the roller in the middle of my quads, And I am on my forearms. I intertwine my hands and I have my toes on the ground. And you want to engage your core because you don't want to put pressure on your lower back. So you want to engage it so you're pulling your navel into your spine. And then we're going to roll from the middle of the thigh to the top. And now we're going to roll from the middle of the thigh to the bottom, right above the kneecap. Excuse me. Okay, and now see if you can find a spot that maybe needs a little bit more attention. When you find it, pick up one leg and then the other. Find another spot, pick up one leg, the other, and one more time. Okay. And then let's roll to a tabletop position here. We're just going to roll out our wrist. Watch up here. Let's just roll out our wrists and our forearm. Roll her over to the side for a minute and come into a tabletop again. And this time we're going to just pull our left knee into our wrist here. Lengthen your right leg. Should feel a stretch in your hip. If you can, if you'd like to, you can come down. Increases the stretch a tiny bit. And breathe. I'm going to go back. And the other side. So now my right knee is going into my right wrist. And again, I can stay right here, or I can come down. Back. And then bring your left foot in between, kind of in between your hands here. And we're just going to rock a little bit and stretch out the front part of our thigh. And back. And then the other leg, the right one. We're going to do the same thing. If you need to, just put your toes together, knees out to the side, glutes on your heels, and just stretch out your lower back. Okay, let's come down onto our bellies here. And I have your roller close by. I have my hands right by my chest. And I'm going to lift up and look up. Down. I'm going to put my right arm in front of me. I'm going to lift my left foot, and I'm just going to pull in, stretch out again the front part of my thigh. If you can't grab your foot, you can use a strap to wrap around it. I'm going to take a couple breaths here. And now I have my left arm in front of me, lifting my right foot, grabbing my right foot with my right arm, and I'm stretching here. So I'm bringing my heel to my glute. Okay. And again, come up, and I just like to stretch out my lower back, so I'm going to stretch it out again. So knees out, toes together, and let's do another stretch here. Take 3 breaths. And let's come up. Let's sit on our mat. And grab a ball and block. We're just going to roll out our calf. I'll have a block here. I'm going to take the ball and we're going to put it in the fleshy part of our calf. We're going to roll that out a little bit. Well, first we're just going to put some pressure, and I'm going to put my other leg on top to increase the pressure. Excuse me, you don't have to do that. But if it feels okay, do. And I'm going to inhale and exhale. Take 3 breaths. And then let's point and flex. If it's too much with your foot crossed over, undo it. And then we'll roll our foot in one direction and the other direction. And then I'm just going to roll over that calf. And if you'd like to go in a circle, you can. And the opposite way. Okay, and we're going to do the other side, same thing. Fleshy part of the calf. Take my other leg and cross over. Some pressure here. Inhale and exhale. And point flex. And rotate to the right and to the left. And then we're going to roll over that calf, right to left, left to right. If you want to go in a circle, you can. 3 times I go in one direction, 3 times in the other. Okay. Roll your wrist if you need to. Put the block over to the side. Let's just put the ball in the crevice of the knee. If that works for you, if it does, if it's too much to put the ball there, you can just pull your knee into your chest, stretch out the bend in my left knee, stretching out my right. And then I'm going to come down on my back and just stretch a little bit more. Up, and let's do the other side, same thing. And down. Take the ball. Let's sit on the ball and just we're gonna rotate. I have it on the inside of my sits bone. Just gonna roll out our glutes with using the ball. Now let's just take a couple breaths right here. I'm gonna put my hands behind me. I'm just gonna go around in a circle. 5 times in one direction, 5 times in another. I'm going to get on the outside of the sits bone. Mine is right here. You can kind of roll up and down to find that spot that needs some attention. And then we're going to sit up and we're going to drop that knee to the left knee to the floor. Remember, don't take the intensity above a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10. 3 times dropping. And now this time you could just keep on doing like this, or if you want, see if you can extend that leg for a little bit more intensity. And one more time. Okay. Now we're going to take the ball and sit on the other side here. And let's just take a couple breaths right here. And then we're going to roll around that sit bone. The other way. Do it 5 times. And then I'm going to get on the outside of that sit bone, right in that, like by the IT band, by the piriformis. Find a spot. And we're just going to sit up and drop your knee to the side. Up. Drop it. And one more time, drop it. Ouch. A little bit too much for me. Okay, and then we're going to go out and straighten if you can. Drop, straighten your leg. And one more time, drop and straighten. Okay. Let's just take the balls out here. Put your feet to the side of the mat, and let's just do a few windshield wipers. 2 more each side. Okay. Now let's take both of the balls in the bag. And we're going to put them right in our sacrum area right there. And right back on. You can either like just position them on the mat, lay down first, and then just lift your glutes in position where it's a good spot for them to be. You're going to put your feet to the edges of the mat. And then you can put your arms in a T position, and then the palms down. I'm going to inhale center. And I'm going to exhale, dropping my knees over to the left. Inhale center. Exhale, drop my knees over to the right. And we're going to do that again. Inhale center. Drop to the left. Inhale center, drop to the right. Let's do that one more time. Inhale center, drop to the left. Inhale center, drop to the right. Center here. If you want to just roll side to side, you can. And put your feet by your glutes, lift, and take the balls out. Put them over to the side. Let's take the roller and put it under our knees. So you're laying flat on the mat, and your feet are by the roller. You're going to lift your glutes and put that roller right across your sacrum. You're going to stretch your legs out and try to touch the wall in front of you with your toes. Stretch your arms overhead and try to touch the wall behind you. Now we're going to bring your knee into your chest, and you're going to lengthen your right leg. You should feel a stretch in the right leg as well as in the left. Now we're going to release. And now let's do the other one. So bring it in, lengthen the other one. And release. Hold on to the roller, and we're just going to lift one leg up and down, the other leg up and down. We're going to do it again. And one more time. Now we're going to lift the leg, and you can bend I'm lifting my left leg, bend to my right leg, so my foot is on the floor. I'm just gonna rotate my leg in a circle in one direction and then go the other direction. I'll do 3 times. Okay, come down. Now let's do the same thing with the other leg, up and go around. You might hear some cracking and popping. And let's go the other way. And let's hold on to the roller again. Bring your knees in. Let straighten your heels to the ceiling. Let's stretch out our hamstrings. Inhale and exhale. Straighten, point your toes. And then we're going to open our legs into a V. Bring them back together, or you can crisscross them, open again. Now let's do that 2 more times. And let's again do our hamstring, stretch them, heels go to the ceiling, toes come towards your face. And breathe. Now we're going to bring our knees into our chest and we're going to point them out. So this is for your abs a little bit. So whatever works for you, you can just stretch it out high. You can try low and see how that feels. In, drop them, and let's do one more big body stretch here. Toes go toward the wall in front, hands behind. And let's have the roller under our knees again. Let's just come up on top of the roller and let's roll out our lower back. So we're just going to roll here. Okay. Now we're going to come I'm coming onto my right side. And I'm going to go right on that hip on my right leg. And we're going to roll the IT band. And I'm going to put my left foot in front. So that can control how much pressure. I'm going to come down on my elbow. And I'm just going to roll. You can lift up that leg if you want. If you need to decrease the pressure, you just press down, put weight on the leg that's bent. We're going to roll here. Okay. And then now let's do the other side. So same thing. This time I'm on my left side. And my hip is there. On my forearm, I have my right leg down in front of me, kickstand in front of me, and I'm going to roll. You can lift that left leg. Let's bring the roller behind us. And we're sitting up in a straight position. Roll a little bit, like about a hand's width behind us. Just going to do just a little bit for our core here. So I'm sitting up straight. I'm going to roll back, hit the roller, come forward, and straight again. So again, back with the roller, roll, keep your stomach concave, and then come up. Let's do that again. Back and up. Let's do it 2 more times. Roll, forward, come up, and one more time. Roll. Forward and come up. Let's put the roller lengthwise here. Let's roll out our entire spine. I'll just do a little bit more for our shoulders here too. So we're just gonna roll back and just let when you exhale, just let your spine just kind of relax into the roller. Inhale and exhale. And one more time. And let's just roll side to side. And then let's take our hands down by our hips. We're going to come to a T position, flip them over, and flip them down, back to your hips. The T position, flip down, and one more time. Now it's snow angel, so we're gonna go to a T position, flip, and then drag them overhead, but you have to keep the back of your hands on the mat. So just go as far as you can keep them on the mat. And if you can't do that, just stay at a T position and come down. Again, overhead, down, and one more time. And now this time, we're going to bring it up to the ceiling and reach, and then just drop your hands over your head with the palms facing the ceiling. To feel a nice stretch in the top in your chest. And let's breathe here. And release. And then again, let's just relax into the roller. Put your arms into a T position. Have your palms facing forward. And we're just going to roll onto our right side. And we're going to roll onto our left side. Let's do that 2 more times. Roll onto our right, bring our palms together. Roll onto our left, bring our palms together. One more time each side. Left, right, and left. Come back to center here. Let's relax again into the roller. And then let's just rock. Right and left, left and right. Let your head just hang to either side. Okay, last one, each side. And you can roll off the roller, come to the side, then come up, and see what we can move. Let's roll out our, put this across our shoulder blades. And I'm going to intertwine my hands, put it behind my head. And see what your back bend, inch back. Keep your elbows out. And then we're going to come up, chin to chest. Go slow because it can make you dizzy. Come up again, chin to chest. And one more time. Chin to chest. And now go back. Bring your heels close by your glutes. Lift your glutes and just roll. Your head might touch the ground. You're going to roll from your shoulder blades all the way down to your brow line. Keep your elbows out. Okay. And come off the roller. And put the roll over to the side. Let's stretch out a little bit here. So we're gonna roll down onto our mat. We're gonna do number 4 stretch. So I have my foot over my left foot over my right knee. Both my feet are flexed. This knee is pressing out, and we're gonna come up. Bring your right knee into your chest. Should feel a nice stretch in your hip. And breathe. And release, cross your knees over each other and bring both of them in. And flex your feet. And release. Uncross other side, same thing. So I have my right foot over my left knee, and I'm pulling my left knee into my chest. Should feel a nice stretch in here. And my feet are flexed. And release, cross them over, and pull in. And release. And pull both knees into your chest. Bring your forehead to the knee. Go back and let's just roll 5 times in one direction. Now let's go in the other direction. Keep your knees up, bring your arms to a T position, drop your knees over to the right, and look over your left arm. Keep your shoulders on the mat. Come up to center and drop over to the left. And again, keep your shoulders on the mat, look over your right arm. And come back. And again, if you'd like to rock your lower back, do. And you come up to a seated position. And let's just let's bring our feet together. And let's just rock our knees up and down. And then let's see if we can come forward. You might have to stretch your toes out. So we're going to do a flat back though. Just another little stretch for us. Come up and windshield wiper. And one more. Let's take our arm, cross it across. Have your stiff near you. Cross your left arm to the right. Brace it with your right. Look over your left shoulder. You feel a nice stretch down your shoulder here. Other way. Out your back. Pull your elbow back. Other side. Take your stick in your left hand behind your back. Take your right hand behind and just inch your hands together, or your fingers. See if you can get them to touch. Don't worry if you can't, it's no big deal. And one side is always tighter than the other. And release. Let's do the other side. Same thing. Left hand comes around. This is my tighter side. And release. One more stretch here. Let's take our arms out. Intertwine, lift your elbows. Take 3 breaths. Other side, same thing. And now let's put our fingers on our shoulders, elbows are up and out. And we're going to bring them in and back, in and back. And one more time. And bring them in, rotate on back. And the other way. Let's take our chin, push it out and back. Out. And one more time. Take your chin over and look over your left shoulder, center, right shoulder, left, and right. And one more time, each side. Have your ear, your left ear, go to your left shoulder. Think about pulling the other ear up to the ceiling. And then take a look at the ceiling. And release, other side. Ear to the ceiling. Feel a nice stretch here, and then look to the ceiling. And come back. Put your fingers together. And pull your head down. Fold it and up. Let's just do our wrist. So we're going to press back with our wrist. Now we're going to press down. Forward. And the other one back. Kind of goes into your forearm a little bit. Down. Forward. Take your stick and then propeller and twirl. And take the other one, propeller and twirl. And put your hands together and rotate them. Open and close. And roll them in the opposite direction. And then if you'd like, if you have your 5-inch ball or your roller, let's just roll out our neck one more time. I like this, but you can certainly do it with the roller too, where you just put your neck on the roller. But if you have the 5-inch ball, just put the 5-inch ball behind your neck here. I'm going to keep my knees bent. Inhale, center. A couple times. And inhale, center. And rotate and exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Inhale, and exhale to the right. And let's do a few breaths here. Left and right. Inhale, center. Oh, you're cracking and popping in mine. Let's do 2 more times each side. And come back. You can use the ball or the stick to roll out anything else that needs your attention today. The sides of your knees. And just roll. And the side of your neck and the front. And your shoulders. Sorry, went over a little bit. You guys can unmute if you want. Hopefully everybody got